Hi guys, it's Breacher18 and I am joined with Lawrence from Wotan Games. I think I said that. I said it right.
You did.
I did.
And if you hadn't have interrupted yourself, you were that close to cool.
Oh, well, I'm never going to be cool, so we'll just stick with what we are at now.
That's right.
So, you've got some games that you want to tell me about. Would you care to tell me about those games?
You've got games? No. How short that interview ended.
I was promised biscuits. I've yet to see these biscuits.
There's somebody else who's already been eating the biscuits. Who's your compatriot? who's scoffing.
Hiding behind the camera.
Scoffed the hobnobs. I had to wrestle the packet out of her hand. One apparently wasn't good enough. And I think she meant packet. So Wotan Games is bringing out War of the Nine Realms.
Okay.
Where you get, as you see from the banner, choose your realm. Right, you want the whole pitch?
Yeah.
So Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life, is aligning in anticipation for Ragnarok, and Odin Allfather, who gave up his eye for wisdom, knows that that realignment means that Midgard will hold all the communication. So everything will have to go for Midgard. So whoever holds Midgard holds the Nine Realms. So he sends his son on here off to Hell to try and retrieve Balder, and in doing Balder the Beautiful,
Balder
the Beautiful,
okay.
as you'll be able to see him as a piece, he's beautiful, even more beautiful than Odin.
Okay, fair enough.
And but in doing that, the other realms find out what's going on, so you turn up at Midgard for basically a damn good fisticuffs.
Okay.
So you get to play either the Asgardians, the Norsemen, the Ice Jotun, or Ice Giant. We tried to throw a bit of the actual words in there, and the Dark Fallen, or what we changed it to because no one will understand that, Dark Elves.
Well, if I can barely pronounce the company name correct, I'm going to probably struggle with that.
And then we struggled with your name.
Then we struggled with my name.
Breacher18. Yeah. So that's what we're bringing out. It's
excellent.
It's a random tile laying to build the actual terrain, and then, as you'll see in the cutaways shortly being displayed, and on that you basically have cardboard figures representing the individual characters from the realms.
Cool.
Now, there's two versions of the game: heroic, and epic.
Right. Would you care to tell me the differences between the two?
Gee, I'm glad you asked.
It's like we pre-rehearsed this.
Yeah, it would have been. So he had. So heroic is a slightly simplified version, but each of the units, each of the elements are more hard-hitting.
Right.
And then epic has a lot more style and finesse. You get to throw Mjolnir, the hammer of Thor, and do all this sort of cool stuff.
Very cool.
But what's interesting is I'll play epic because I've played before.
Yeah.
You play heroic because you haven't, and the game's still balanced.
Wow, okay.
And it can be balanced with one heroic and three epics, or two epics and two heroics, or one epic and three heroics. The fighting's still balanced.
That's awesome.
So it's different style of play. But
right, okay. So this is essentially a tile laying game though?
No. The only tile laying bit is at the start, when you land when you place Asgard down randomly.
Okay.
And outside that, it's moving minis with action points and giving each other a damn good drubbing. Right,
and is it sort of like who can kill the most wins, or?
Interesting use of words there.
Okay.
So there's two ways of winning.
Right.
Either you kill the leaders or all the other realms on the battlefield.
Okay.
If you want to do that, or every time you wound someone, you place blood into the blood cauldron.
Wow. Okay.
And if you fill the blood cauldron,
that's pretty dramatic.
Oh, we like that. If you fill the blood cauldron, then you win. So you don't have to defeat the leaders of the other. You just be in the fight.
And is this a combined blood cauldron? So if your opponent is putting stuff into that, are you adding to the same, or is this an individual cauldron?
No, you're always all filling the cauldron. I mean, you have different trackers for different realms.
Okay, so it could be that the cauldron's filled by your opponent, but you could be the person who finally...
Well, if he fills the blood cauldron...
He or she,
him or him, fills the cauldron, then they win. But they could be very close to filling the cauldron, and then you kill their leader. And in a two-player game, you've killed the leader, you win. Yeah,
that actually sounds really, really cool.
It is pretty cool.
And is that out at the moment?
No, we got a Kickstarter coming out.
Right, okay.
Now, I know that retailers always wince when you say Kickstarter, and every other game that we brought out, we always use the famous credit card version of building games, but that's quite a difficult thing to pay off. I'll tell you how bad when I finish. So we decided as a smaller firm, as an independent, we would soft fund by bringing a Kickstarter out. So right now, people can go to the QR code, which will be on the cutaway right now, and that'll take you to a MailChimp server, and we'll keep your details.
Awesome.
And when we release it, then you'll be able to come along. And it's got some great giveaways, because not only do you get to vote for which realm you like, or get the game, or as a retailer, you get a great discount against 6 games and up. We also have your opportunity. You can go and train with real Vikings, or perhaps go away for a Viking weekend.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And that's the upcoming Kickstarter.
Correct.
Okay, and what date is that roughly?
Well, we were desperately trying to get it to be in line with the UK Games Expo.
Yeah.
But there's only so many hours in a day, and there's only a few of us.
So I've been told, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
There's a whole bus of people behind me. But we're looking to do that, where are we now? In this month, June.
Right, excellent. Okay, so that's something to look forward to later on this month. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you for watching, guys.